Hi and welcome back on my channel Digital Toolcase. I know my video image can seem a little bit clickbaiting, but believe me, it's really not. I want to make this video and I hope it will be useful, especially for those that don't have Jasper AI and don't even tried Jasper AI, because I think many people would like to try Jasper AI, but they are maybe insecure, they are not sure of what to do in order to try this app, maybe then activate their trial, but then they don't really know how to start, or maybe they try something inside the Jasper AI, but they don't really get good outputs, and even when I the first time tried Jasper AI, wasn't able to get really good outputs because when you try something new, obviously you have a little bit of a learning curve. So I know it can be overwhelming because inside the Jasper you have templates, long form, recipes, and so on. So I will guide you step by step with this video. In a way, I think will make it more easy for you to try Jasper AI. You can, if you want, save this video as your reference and follow it step by step. Anyway, if you want, please like this video, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so you will receive notifications when I will release new videos. Okay, so let's dive in this Jasper AI trial booster. I call it like this because I think it will really help you. The first step when you want to try Jasper is click the link you find in the description of this video, or go to digitaltoolcase.com/jasper-free. It's my link, it's an affiliate link, so if you will use it, I will get a little commission, so thank you, because you will help me to grow my channel. It will cost nothing more for you, and if you will have then some questions about Jasper AI, you can ask me in the comments of this and my other videos. When you click that link, you will go to Jasper AI trial page. It's the one you see now, and to activate your 10,000 words free, you just need to click on this button. It's here, or maybe even here on the right side. So clicking this button, you will go to this page where you can insert your data, so first name, last name, email address, password, and so on, or if you prefer, you can use your Google account. Once you insert your data and click on continue, there's the step 2, the step number 2, and yes, you need to put your credit card number. But don't worry, they will not charge your card for the first 5 days, they will not steal your data or your money. They use Stripe, so chances are your data already are in the system. And if you don't want to keep Jasper and don't want to be charged after the 5th day, you just need to cancel your subscription inside Jasper before the 5th day. Maybe put an alert on your phone or where you prefer. I saw someone saying that, well, it's not free because you need to insert your credit card. Well, this is normal because if you think about it, imagine how many people would create a demo account, a free account, use those 10,000 words for free, then cancel the account, open another one with another email address, and so on and so on. Obviously, this is not possible. This is a business, this is a service. They have costs to run this service, so obviously they prevent these spammers by requesting your credit card number. But as I said, you will not be charged on your card for the first 5 days, so you can try it really for free. And if you don't want to remain subscribed, you just need to cancel before the trial period ends. Once you go on with your registration, you are now inside Jasper AI, and this is your dashboard. And here I know you can really feel overwhelmed watching your dashboard because you don't really know what to do. To start, you have a menu with templates, recipes, documents, AI outputs, and all this data here in your dashboard. So for me, in my opinion, the best thing you can do is going straight into the most advanced part. Yes, until you want to test one of the specific templates that you find here, clicking on templates, and templates are this one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have a specific needs, like writing a product description or a Facebook ad. In that case, well, you can test a template, one of these, and you can filter the one you prefer here, for Google, for example, for ads, and so on. In that case, well, you can test one of these templates, but you can always do it after trying instead a recipe. Yes, recipes usually are the most advanced part, and someone find them a bit difficult to understand at the beginning. But if you want to test Jasper and discover all its possibilities, this is the best way for me, in my opinion. But before diving into recipes, once you are subscribed in your Jasper AI free trial, the best thing you can do is subscribing to Jasper community inside Facebook. You just need to request your access, so you will find a very big amount of resources here from people that are using actively Jasper. And another thing, you will go to learn.jasper.ai and you will find the Jasper Bootcamp. This is very, very useful because you will find a path with all the basics, how Jasper thinks, how to use templates, how to use documents. You will find videos and text about how to use Jasper step by step. And this is one of the most important things, because you will really understand how to use Jasper at its better and have a great outputs. And once you will be maybe a more bit advanced, if you will become Jasper user, a long-term Jasper user, you also have the chance to have a certification. In order to do this, you need to be a little bit experienced with Jasper, because you will need to complete the bootcamp, generate content, create one recipe of your own, generate at least 20,000 words or so. This will be, and there will be a little exam, so this will be another step, a more advanced step. But I highly suggest you to take this Jasper Bootcamp, because it will help you very, very well. Now, talking about, again, recipes, in this page inside Jasper, clicking on recipes, you can find the default ones. These are really simple, so if you prefer, you can even use one of these. For example, the blog post one, this is a really very simple recipe. You can use this one if you think this is simple and easy for you. But what I really like to do, and what I suggest you for the next step for this Jasper AI trial booster is to go to Jasper community, the private one, and you can find it here, community.jasper.ai, where you can find all the default one, but also the user created recipes. So recipes created by other community users. There are some really good users that made their recipes and shared with the community. So there are two recipes that I like very much, and they will make you write a very good article with Jasper and at the same time learn all the Jasper AI possibilities. The two kind of article that people really like and are the how-to article and the listicle kind of article. For example, if I go to page number 2, if I remember well, you can have this one, for example, the light speed listicle recipe. This is a recipe I use sometimes. Don't worry if you don't understand how this works and what this is, because I will show you in a moment. But for example, with this recipe, you will have a really great listicle article in a short time, a really short time, at least for your first article draft. But the other one I like very much is this one. So you will need to go to community.jasper.ai and search for this one, the 10-minute how-to blog post. This is another recipe made by a community member, and I think this is very, very, very good in order to try your Jasper with your 10,000 words for free. So once you are here inside the 10 minutes how-to blog post, you just need to click on this button and run this recipe. What will happen is this: a new document inside Jasper will open up. It will be a document empty in this left sidebar, but you will have your recipe with all instruction and commands here on your document. So now you have this recipe. Here you can or use one topic you want for write maybe an article about what you write usually, or maybe something you already wrote with your hands or with another AI writing tool, so you will compare the tools, or maybe you can even use the same example I'm using right now. You obviously will have slightly different results. Here, where you see keyword phrase, I have to feed Jasper with some data. In this case, the keyword phrase I want to write about. Let's say it's how to be more productive when working from home. And this is an how-to article, so the best way to use this recipe is to start with how-to. It can be something like this, or maybe it can even be something more technical, so how to build something, how to clean something, and so on. I want to use this one, how to be more productive when working from home. And here I need to complete even this field, reader's desired result. And in this case, it could simply be being more productive when working from home. In this case, it's quite the same, but maybe not always is like this. I could even use working from home without distractions. It depends on what is the result you want your reader to have. I leave it like this for this example. And now these are my two inputs. Here in my recipe I have now some commands. These, with this symbol here, are boss mode commands already there for you to use them without thinking about what kind of boss mode command I need to use for creating this article. Boss mode commands works even without this symbol, but this is usually used inside recipes to distinguish between commands and simple notes, like these, for example, inputs or notes. So here, what I have to do, the first thing this recipe will let me do is write an outline. So you here can learn how to use commands and how to obtain, I hope, a good outline for this article. So write an outline for, and here you see in these curly brackets, keyword phrase. This means I need to copy my keyword phrase like this and paste it here. Instead of keyword phrase, I will paste my keyword phrase here. So write an outline for how to be more productive when working from home. Now I just need to run this command. If you don't know how to do it, it's very simple. Here on the right side, you can click on these keyboard shortcuts and pro tips. And here you will have some tips how to use the editor, what are Jasper commands, editor modes, keyboard shortcuts, shortcodes, and so on. Here I think in keyboard shortcut, okay, you have some instruction. For example, Command J with my keyword, it's this button here, but this is not used with commands. This is used when you want Jasper to write something for its own. Command Enter, this is run a Jasper command, so I can place my cursor here and click on Command plus Enter. Or I have also this variant, run a Jasper command and keep the command in place. So if I will use just Command plus Enter, when I run this command, this will disappear. If I will use Command plus Shift plus Enter, this command will stay here, and it's useful if maybe I want to run it more than one time. So in this example, I will use this one. So Control, Shift, and Enter. And here it is. I'm running this command, and I have an outline for this article. So step number 1, make a workspace for yourself, set boundaries for when you are working and when you are not, create a schedule and stick to it, take breaks through the day, stay organized, drink plenty of water and get enough sleep, find a work buddy. As you can see, this is not a bad outline. I like it. If you don't like the outline you have, you can delete this one or maybe just generate a new one, again placing your cursor here and run the command again. If you see, it's still there because I used Control, Shift and Enter. I leave it here for the moment. So let's say I like this outline, so I can simply go on with my recipe. Now write a content brief containing the above outline. Running this command, I will have a content brief that I will then paste here on the left in the content description brief. This will give Jasper AI some instruction in order to write a good article. So let's run this command again, Control Shift Enter. Okay, it's not finished, so when Jasper doesn't finish a sentence, I just can click here on compose or Ctrl J. To finish this sentence, I also can choose my output length, so shorter, medium and longer. In this case, I think it just needs to complete this sentence, so I use shorter by clicking here. I place my cursor here and click on compose, or if I prefer on Ctrl plus J. So this brief will be completed. Okay, it wrote even too much, so I will delete this. And now this one is my content brief. Working from home definitely has its perks. You can take breaks whenever you want, wear whatever you want, and no one is telling you what to do. But it can also be a bit difficult to stay productive when there are so many distractions around you. If you're looking for ways to be more productive when working from home, check out the tips below. Okay, I like it, so I copy it from here in here, and this will be my content brief for all this article. Now, this part I can leave it here if I want, but I don't need it because it's here, so I will delete this part. Now, let's go on with this recipe. As you can see, in this way you can learn how to use commands, because these commands are really well made. Now, write a list of keyword phrase title ideas. I want some titles for my article. Here I again need to replace these with my keyword phrase. So I again copy this one and place it here. Write a list of how to be more productive when working from home title ideas. By running this command, I will have some titles, some ideas. I only had 2 because I left the shorter output here. So what I will do, I will delete these and make this on medium, set this on medium, and again run my command. Okay, I have now some ideas how to be more productive when working from home, tips for staying focused, the ultimate guide, ideas that work, 10 ways to stay on track. Let's say I like the ultimate guide. Let's say I choose this one, so I just need to delete the ones that I don't want. Maintain this one. I can copy this title here in the title, and this will be my H1. So as you can see, using a recipe, you can very easy understand how to write something with Jasper, and you don't even need to think about these left side fields. Maybe you already know how to write them, but when you activate Jasper for the first time, maybe you don't know how to do it. So in this way, you will be guided. Now, introduce, this is another command because you see this symbol, introduce a relatable scenario in the second person, introducing some reasons why someone might need to reader's desired result. So here I need to replace my other input, and it's this one, reader's desired result. And it's being more productive when working from home. I replace this one, and as you can see, this is a more advanced command for Jasper because it's 2-line. Introduce a relatable scenario, so this is what Jasper will try to generate in the second person, so this is another indication that I can give to Jasper inside a command. introducing some reasons why. Reasons why it's another thing I want from this output. This means that in a Jasper command you can ask everything you want, and Jasper will try to give you the perfect output. And if sometimes you don't get the output you want, you maybe just need to change some of these instructions, because the better you ask something and the better will be your output, or it will be more on point. So talk to Jasper in an easy way, a clear way, maybe with not too long commands, at maximum I think 2 lines, not more, because the command will become too much complicated. So let's try to run this command and let's see what the output is. As someone who often works from home, you may find that it's difficult to stay productive. Between the distractions of your own home and the temptation to take breaks whenever you want. It can be tough to get things done, but with a few simple tips you can be more productive and get more done while working from home. Well, it's quite good because it's in the second person, okay? It's a scenario, it's a relatable scenario, and introduces some reasons why. For example, the temptation to avoid the temptation to take breaks and so on. So this is a good start. Let's say I like it. I will delete my command, and here I have another one. Write about the common challenges people have because they don't know how to reader's desired result. Again, I will copy this one and replace this. As you can see, using this kind of recipe, you can understand how you can build, for example, a good introduction for your article, dividing it in some different parts, because this will be again part of your intro. But if you use a simple command like write an introduction, it will be always more generic. In this way, so write a scenario, write about the common challenges, you can be very specific in how to build your introduction or any part of your article. Let's run this command. Okay. Common challenges people have because they don't know how to be productive when working from home, including struggling to stay focused, being tempted to take breaks through the day, and becoming easily distracted. So it's quite good. Let's try to run this command again one time to see if I have something a little bit different. Sometimes you need to run commands more than once. Challenges that people commonly face when trying to be productive while working from home include a lack of designated workspace, difficulty setting boundaries, not having a set schedule, taking too many breaks, and being unorganized. These can be a little bit better. I will need to change this a little bit to mix it well with this first sentence, but this is how you use AI. It will never be perfect as is, because you always need to put yourself inside your article to make it more real. So I will delete this part, and now this is another command. Write a sentence introducing, sympathizing with the reader's struggles, and introduce the body of the article. I think there's a little error here. This is not correct. So write a sentence sympathizing with the reader's struggles and introduce the body of the article. From this command, as you can see, is very specific. I think I can expect something like this. I know how you feel when you have these challenges and so on. Let's try to run this command. Okay, here is my Output, while it can be difficult to be productive when working from home, it's definitely not impossible. In fact, with a few tips, simple tips, you can be more productive than ever before. Keep reading for more information. So, it's not bad, it's in some way sympathizing with the readers, and it introduces the body of the article, and this is a simple sentence because I asked Jasper for a sentence. So now I can delete even this one, and I have my introduction. Now the recipe goes on in this way. I just need to copy and paste heading 1 from the outline as an H2 here. So I go here, I copy my first header and replace this one. I will make this as an H2, and here I have my first command for this paragraph. Introduce the importance of. Here I need to replace this heading with making a workspace for yourself. Okay, as you can see again, this is another kind of command that I can use inside Jasper. Introduce the importance of making a workspace for yourself. So this is really a specific request to AI. I want the importance of doing this. Let's try run this command. One of the best ways to be more productive when working from home is to create a designed workspace for yourself. This can be a separate room in your house or even just a corner of a room. The key is to make sure that this is your dedicated workspace where you will do all of your work. This will help to eliminate, and here is now talking about the importance, so the sentence is not finished, I just need to place my cursor here and click on compose, so Jasper will go on in writing. This will help to eliminate distraction and make it easier for you to focus on your work, so this is the real importance of this. As you can see, Jasper tends to go on and to go on the second header, but I don't want this at the moment, so I will delete this one, because now, following with this recipe, I will delete even the first command. I have this. Write a list of subheadings topics for the main topic. So for, again, making a workspace for yourself, because in order to build a good article, I want to have below my H2 even some H3s, some subheadings. In this case, let's try to run this command. Okay, I have now some subtopics. Designate a specific space in your home for your workspace. Set up a desk and chair that you will use only for work. Remove all distraction from your workspace. Make sure your workspace is well lit and comfortable. Okay, I like these subtopics. I do like this. I make this one as H3s. So inside my main first topic, first paragraph, I now have some subtopics. And here, if I follow my recipe, I read H3 each subheading and click on compose 1 or 2 times under each subheading. So I already make this as an H3. I just need to place my cursor here, and I just need to click on Compose to make Jasper write something about this specific H3. I prefer to use the shorter one. When you don't know if Jasper will write something good, you just can click on shorter, so it will write a smallest number of words, and you will save some of your monthly credit or even your free credits when you are in your free trial. Let's try to click on Compose. Okay, this is my short output. Make sure to keep it separate from the rest of your living space. This will help you stay focused and avoid distractions. It's a little sentence. Let's pretend it's okay. Now I go here below this H3 and again click on Compose. This will help to create a physical boundary between work and leisure. As you can see, it's writing quite short things here, maybe because Jasper really don't know what else to say with these really focused instructions. But let's try again this one. Okay, this includes things like your television, personal belongings, and anything else that might take away from your work. And here is the last one. Make sure your workspace is well lit and comfortable. Let's see. Okay, just a little sentence. This will help you stay focused and avoid eye strain. So, I completed a first paragraph, my first H2, with some little subtopics. You can choose if you want these subtopics inside your main H2s or not. And again, the recipe goes on like this. So this is, for me, the best way to learn how to use Jasper. Especially if you have some real article you want to write, so you can at the same time write your article and try Jasper AI, learning how these commands work and how you can use commands with boss mode, how you can use compose here. But another thing you can use and mix and match inside your recipe or inside every Jasper document is obviously this power mode, where you can find your templates. These are the same templates you find in your dashboard. Let's try, for example, in this case, the paragraph generator. It's the last one and it works really well. So let's take, for example, this H2, set boundaries for when you are working and when you are not. I need to copy this here, but please, in this case, when we use the paragraph generator, Jasper can't read this part of the document, so it really can't see these informations, and it will write something without a real direction. Set boundaries for when you are working and when you are not. So I need to add something here. For example, when working from home, set boundaries for when you are working and when you are not. And I can even add in order to be more productive. So I'm giving Jasper some information about my topic. My topic is to be more productive when working from home. I need to add this information here, or Jasper will write something maybe that is not useful. I can include keywords, or I can even not include keywords. I can include a tone of voice or not include a tone of voice. Here, I just need to select my output numbers. I suggest you to use 1. You will save some credits, and maybe if you will not like the output, you can always generate again. Anyway, I will copy now this second point here. This will be my second H2, like this. And here I just need to click on Generate AI Content. This is for showing you how you can use templates when you are writing something here in your document. And not only Paragraph Generator, you can use any of the other templates, generate outputs, and then copy your output here inside the document, the main document. Working from home has its perks, but it can also be tough to stay productive. As you can see, it's very similar to our intro. One thing I noticed about the paragraph generator, it tends to always write an introduction sentence and an outro sentence quite generic, as it would do with an entire article. So maybe the first and the last sentences may not be so useful. One way to help yourself stay on track is by setting boundaries between work time and free time. For example, you might set a rule that you will only work during certain hours of the day. On that, you will take a break every hour to step away from your work area. By creating such boundaries, you can train your brain to focus when it's time to work and relax when it's not. Additionally, try to create a dedicated workspace for yourself, even if it's just a corner of your living room. Here is giving me the same tip I already have here, so this part will not be used. Having a separate space and so on. Finally, don't forget to schedule in some leisure time for yourself so that you don't burn out. There is this center part that is good for our paragraph here. So I can copy this one here and then delete the part I don't want. So this will be the part I keep about this paragraph generator output. Just to let you see, just to show you how you can use both inside any article you write, and so when you try Jasper for the first time, you can do the same thing. Now, I will not write all this article because the instructions here are quite the same as the first, but I think you can do it for your own. You can write an entire article just by following the instruction inside this recipe, and this is a really good way to learn to use Jasper AI. But I want to show you something different, even something different here in this tutorial, in this Jasper AI trial booster. And it's what I call the lazy method. So I will delete all this. I just keep my H1, I will keep my H1 here, and I will keep my instructions. So let's say I already have a title, or maybe I will generate it with Jasper. Let's say I have my brief. This is called I call it the lazy way, the lazy method, because I will not use boss command, I will not use templates, I just let Jasper write what he wants, and I maybe can use a tone of voice here, friendly. As you can see, you can Put any tone of voice you want here. It can be friendly, it can be professional, it can even be some famous real person, Oprah, for example. You can just play with the tone of voice and try what you want. I will not insert any keyword here in this case. So the lazy method is this. I will set my output length to longer. Here I have my H1, I just put my cursor here and start to hit compose. Jasper, I think, will be able to generate an entire article by itself just by clicking compose more than one time. So this is the first hit of compose. If you work from home, you know that it can be a challenge to stay productive. There are so many distractions, but there are some things you can do to make working from home more productive. Check out the tips below. And here I have my first tip. Set up a dedicated workspace. This will be my H2. One of the best ways to stay productive when working from home is to set up a dedicated workspace. This will help you focus on your work and get into a work mindset. Make sure your workspace is comfortable and has everything you need, including a good chair, a desk, and a good lighting. Okay? This is my second H2, take breaks. Here, obviously, I need to put my cursor here again and click on compose. And Jasper will go on writing my article with the lazy method. I can just watch if it's writing something good. I will click again on compose here. This is why it's called the lazy method, because I will have an entire article in a matter of minutes. Obviously, I will need to fact check, I will need to edit something, I will need to add something, but this is another way. Maybe not always you can use this lazy method, but you can try it. Because you will be surprised. In this case, I even have a conclusion here. Working from home has its pros and cons, but it's possible to be productive when working from home. There's a repetition, you need to edit. By following the tips above, you can make working from home more productive and less stressful. Give them a try and see how they work for you. As you can see, Jasper wrote quite an entire article. It's a small article because it's only 559 words, but you can, once you have this first draft of your article, you can get dressed. Fantastic. It might seem silly, but getting dressed can actually help you be more productive when working from home. When you're in your PJs all day, it's easy to relax too much. This is so true. Okay, this is number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, reward yourself, and number 10, stay positive. Now, if you want to expand these little paragraphs, you can do it. You can do it just using commands. In this case, I can use a command like this, expand on the above paragraph, and let's try just to run the command like this. Okay, as you can see, it added something to our paragraph. Or maybe I can even do something different. For example, let's say now I need to delete this. I will place it here and you will understand why in a moment. Okay. I need this field blank because I can take this, place it here and even here, and add something like take breaks when working from home to stay more productive. Now I copy this here. I'm giving it some instruction. Then I will place the triple asterisk here. This is important because with these symbols, Jasper here can't see what is written above the triple asterisk. So another thing I can do is to get rid of these two. So this will be seen from Jasper as a normal title. Now I place my cursor here and let's try to hit on compose. Okay, it's just a small sentence because I choose shorter. Let's try now again with medium. Okay, as you can see, now I have another little paragraph here. It's not finished. Let's get rid of this. This is another way you can use this part, this left part, to expand your paragraphs. So the last thing I want to show you, so you will be able to use and try Jasper in the correct way, is just by guiding Jasper and writing some kind of leads yourself. For example, here in my third paragraph, when you're working from home, it's important to set a schedule and stick to it. This will help you structure your day and make sure you're getting work done. Make sure to schedule breaks too. Here, if I want to write something else, because maybe this is too short, I can guide Jasper. I will choose shorter here, and I can write something, the start of a sentence, so Jasper will finish my sentence and maybe add some more. I can even just write something very simple, like moreover. So with only one word, Jasper will know I want it to write something more. I can even write something more complex here, and the better your lead, the better will be your output, but let's just try like this. Moreover, I click on compose, and as you can see, he wrote something more. Try to avoid working too late into the night, as this can make it harder to focus the next day. If you have trouble sticking to a let's pretend that this is my lead. I can even write it by myself. So I can write, if you have trouble sticking to a very precise schedule. So this is my input, and clicking on compose, Jasper will finish my thought. So that's okay, just try to stick to a general routine. For example, you could wake up at the same time every day, take breaks at the same times, and start winding down for the day at the same time. Having a general routine will help you stay productive when working from home. Okay, as you can see, even here, in another way, I now have two short paragraphs about set a schedule. There are many ways you can obtain a good output with Jasper. You just need to slowly understand how to use it. So again, I showed you a simple way using a recipe because you have some guidelines. You have already done boss mode commands, so you just need to to follow them, but you can even experiment in these other ways. You will find these ways of using Jasper AI even in Jasper Bootcamp, as I showed you earlier, even in the Jasper community on Facebook. So this will be of great help, and I hope this video is of help to you. So again, if you want to try Jasper AI and have 10,000 words to use for free in 5 days, you can click on the link you find here below my video, or maybe go to digitaltoolcase.com/jasper-free, and you will go here. Click on the claim 10,000 words free. You need to put your data here, or maybe continue with Google. You need to insert your credit card number. You will not be charged for the first 5 days, so don't worry. And you can use Jasper, taking maybe this video as your reference to learn about how to use it well and have good outputs. Then once you will do this, you can even go here on templates, for example, and experiment with all these templates or the ones you think can be useful for you. Okay, it's all I think for this video. It's quite long, so I hope it will be useful for you. Thank you for watching, and if you want, please click like on my video, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell so you will receive notifications when I release new videos. Thank you again, and see you soon in another one.